Miss Ruth. How are you?
Well, I was distracted because somebody else asked to come on a live and I thought, that's not him.
Oh,
So anyway, welcome.
thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Now, what's it been like in the world of scams for yourself?
Well, it's kind of agitating because a lot of because a lot of times, people that I know, they think it's maybe I made another account.
Yeah.
And they'll go follow that person and like all my picture that's not, and then also it's like my wife will see them and it's to say separated, divorced, or I'm widowed, so, and I think last but not least that really gets me annoyed is they take the pictures of my kids.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, you want to take mine, you know what? Hey, ego, pat on the back, whatever. But really, you're gonna exploit my kids though?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do better.
And to be honest, they have no humanity about them. I mean, all your kids, they're not your kids. They are nice little bait to get a victim.
Yeah.
No, it's not like, oh, let's use his kids. That's a nice picture. That'll attract them. We'll use that one. So they don't treat anybody as human.
No, not at all.
And it's just getting worse.
Yeah, I thought for a while. I know you and everyone else there, amazing. I'm gonna let everyone know every time I have pop up, gone. But now it just seems like there's more coming back, and I don't know. But it is it's sad, that people still,
We shouldn't have to do this.
I'm sorry?
We should not have to do this.
No.
You should not have to sit there and say, well, no, it's not me. We shouldn't have to be looking for things and warning. It's a side of life that people just do not understand.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And and I know what a lot of the scammers, because they love the fact that, because I'm military.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we kind of get a soft spot for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people, I think that's why another thing, a lot of people just will easily fall for it because I'm military. So they think, oh man, military guy, great,
And he's
nice,
trustworthy if he's military.
Roger. Yeah. Right, exactly, yes.
So they see you, they see what you do, they see your job, they see the uniform, and they think, well, he must be okay.
Yeah.
Military.
Right. So I tell you, Ms. Ruth, I had one that reached out to me, and it turned out that her mom, she's, I would say about maybe 78 years old, gave this person over $6,000 already. $6,000, 6,000. They never met, never talked. Always an excuse why,
Okay.
And she reached out to the daughter, reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, this is the real one." Yeah. And hopefully I talked with her, and unfortunately, when I reached out again, said, "Hey, how's your mom doing?" She's still talking to the fake person.
We have that all the time. I stopped somebody going to the airport last week. She'd sent a lot of money. Stopped her going to the airport. She thanked me. Oh, it's been awful, and I've wondered, and all of this. And she was absolutely fine. And then I found out from her sister she'd gone to the airport, and she'd sent him more money because, of course, he wasn't there. Just let me turn this down. He wasn't there because he'd been arrested. But we all know the stories. And the thing is that they find you after the scam, but they don't search before the scam.
Oh, right. Very good. Yeah, it's very true.
And I wish people would sort of think, oh, he looks nice. I'll just have a check first, and do it that way.
Sure, and it's funny because even if you're, say you go out and say you go to a pub and you meet someone, it's funny, you're very tentative. You don't give out your full name. You don't tell them immediately where you live. You don't tell them immediately your phone number. Why? I guess people feel enabled when they're online. They feel like they can, give more because they feel like they're shielded, but they're not.
They're not. I mean, they're more open because,
Yes.
they let in for once you give your phone number away, they're never going to stop because they'll keep, once you stop the scam, they're going to keep going.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, I can't get my head around because I'm a mean old bird. I wouldn't give anybody.
No, you're not, Miss Ruth. You're a wonderful person.
It's just how they get so much money. We get people sending $100,000, $200,000. I much money, but I feel sad for them because they've opened their heart and their trust completely to send that amount of money.
Yeah.
And the kick in the face that they get, because they've got to, because it's got to stop sometime, is just heartbreaking.
It is.
Because you got some that become scam victims.
Mm-hmm.
But please tell everybody how much you don't need money in the military.
No. So just to let everybody know, Army's gonna pay. Military in general is gonna pay for everything. So if they say, Sergeant Camacho, we're gonna send you to say just Germany, right? They're gonna pay for everything. They pay for my ticket. They pay for if I want to go now. If when my duty is done, they pay for me to come back.
Yeah,
they pay for me to come back. Now, if I leave, say if I want to go for vacation, from then yes, that's gonna be out of my pocket. But once I'm done,
it would be your pocket. You would request that vacation, and you would pay for it.
Yes,
not
I that vacation, and I pay out of my pocket.
And if you were on the base in Germany and you went to the bar one night and you got drunk and you came back and you broke your leg, the Army would fix it.
Fix it. I go to the Army base. They'll take care of me. If I have a fever, if I break up, like you said, break a leg, Miss Ruth.
Yeah.
They'll take care of it.
I know, and drinking. Yeah. Yeah, and it is, and it's sad, and I think personally it's a bit of an insult to the US military to say that you need money for everything. But I get that people don't know how the military works, so that's fine. But you can think, you can think. Right. And it's just, how do we get people to not accept these requests?
So I think what it is they come out very, very charming.
Oh, they do.
There's very charming, because I think you even said on one of your posts, someone came to you and saying, call you darling, call you honey baby. Yes. And for some reason, a lot of people who just introverts, people who rather stay home and rather be online, they like that because they're in attention. And it's human behavior. We want attention. We want attention. We all do, even the quiet ones. We want some type of attention. So if someone's on here saying, oh, you're so beautiful, can I get your name? Can I talk to you? You're just going to fall for it.
I find that, because I get a lot, and I find that if I don't just get rid of them, they'll say, hello, and I'll say goodbye. And, right. Oh, why goodbye? Well, why not? And then they'll come out with, you are such a beautiful woman. I can't let you go. I really need to talk to you. Now, I usually then do a little voice clip going, but I can understand how some people will think, oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
He thinks I'm beautiful, especially if they think they're beautiful. But, I can understand how people can be disarmed by it and think they're a nice man.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
It's just so cruel.
It is. And like you said earlier, they're not human. They lack empathy. Total lack of empathy.
If you ever can get a phone call about this time of night, it's a room full of laughing, drinking. Mm-hmm. They don't take a lot of things seriously. They change over shifts about an hour ago. 10 o'clock my time at night and 10 o'clock in the morning is when they change shifts, because they've got to scam all over the world. So, you know, hey, Lydia, I take exception for that. We don't call victims stupid.
Yeah, no, that'd be stupid. I mean, no,
just stupid to fall for it. No, they did something to you. You didn't do it to yourself.
Right.
You just trusted them. You fell for it. I mean, it's not your.
You made a mistake. That's all it is.
That's it. And you know, it's like listening to a room full of hyenas, and they don't care. You know, they really, really do not care. All the woman is a client. We know they call them clients, and it means to get money.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and money, calling cards. You know, it's like gift cards.
Nigeria must be knee deep in iPhones.
Hey, did I tell you this, Ruth? I had one female. She must have been maybe in her mid-70s. She actually found who my wife was, and she called. She went on the Facebook Messenger and called her. And ready for this? I'm sitting right next to my wife, and this woman says, "Ha, you know, you're his wife, Albert's wife, Albert, the popular Albert. It's always Albert for some reason. He's coming to see me right now. He's leaving you." My wife says, "Who's Albert?"
Really?
And she says, "Look at the picture." And it's me, obviously. And she goes, "No, he's right here." So instead of thinking, you know, wait a second, you know, because she said, "Wait, it can't be because I just gave him money for an airplane ticket to come see me."
Uh-huh.
And I told her, "No, that wasn't me, miss. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
She said every bad word you can think of to me, saying how I scam. I said, "No, miss, trust me." My wife said, No. Look, this happens a lot. It wasn't him. You know, you got scammed.
Yeah.
But that's my wife. And to close, that's the worst part. You got, you know, you made the mistake, but then you went to my wife to try to gloat.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't understand where, and we get it. I mean, one of our guys, they keep going to his mother. They found out mother lived. Now they must have a group or something online where they're passing information.
Yes.
Because they're acting his mother.
No.
And you know, bless her, she just picks the phone up or answers a text. She don't stop them. But because he blocks everybody on his Instagram page, which is right, they go to his mother. And it's just how, but this goes back again to, if you're going to do this much research, check it the first.
Right. Yeah, thank you.
If you found who the wife and the mother are, you're quite good at research. So do it at the beginning.
Right, beginning. That's what I kind of asked her. So why would you went through all that trouble to find who my wife was? Why didn't you go through the trouble to find out who I was? And I tell you, a lot of people have done that. I had a few of them actually. I actually met and got to meet, and they told me, yeah, this person pretended to be you and tried to scam me, but here you are. I'm like, yeah.
And what people don't realize is the amount of people the amount of scammers that there are, because they'll say, "Oh, he's at it again," but it's a different name this time. And we try and tell them that there are so many scammers that, you know, we'll take a collection of your pictures. Now they're between each other.
Yeah.
So not necessarily, you know, the ones that call you Kelvin and not necessarily the ones that call you Albert.
No.
There's so many people using all of these pictures.
Oh, absolutely. And if you notice, Miss Ruth, a lot of them are the same pictures.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are just the same ones. So, yeah, like you said earlier, there's a collection. You know, they have a collection. They just choose which one. Like I said, it's always the same pictures. It's never, you know, but.
Sophie, that watching on here now, she trolls the Telegram groups and, you know, things like that. And they will say, you know, the Yahoo Boy groups, they will say, has anybody got a verified dating site? We'll swap for a set of military pictures.
Oh, wow.
So they bargain between them.
Oh, wow.
There's always plenty answering. You know, so assume they're getting what they want. Hi, Misty. So, you know, there's always plenty takers. And so, again, this comes back to the fact that you're not a human to them. Well, nobody is. But you're a set of pictures to barter.
Yeah.
And I just don't see an end to it. I can't. There will come an end to it at one time, because I think at some point it will become well known. It's a hidden crime at the moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And all the media platforms, they won't do anything about it. If ain't for you guys, they have the little box that just say, hey, you know, this person is good to go. How is it good to go if I just say he's pretending to be me?
Yeah, that's what gets me. That's what gets me. When it's okay when, you know, Mavis blogs might report you, and they come back and say this, you know, it's fine, which they shouldn't, but never mind. But when you report it as being you, and then they say it does not go against the standards, I think that's, you know, Mark Zuckerberg is so proud of his artificial intelligence, and it can't tell when you are reporting you. That's not very intelligent to me.
No. No. And if you remember, Miss Ruth, actually, you were the one who helped me get my account back.
Yeah.
Long time ago. They said that I was a fake one.
Yes. They did that to quite a few. Yeah. And we could prove to them that if you reported a lot of people being fake, that does not mean you're fake, so that you lose your account.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, how did they get USA phone numbers? If I can just answer this. There is a service, there's a few services. The biggest is Google Voice. On Google Voice, you can go on the website, you can have a look at it online. You can go on there, there's Envoy, there's a few different ones. And you can choose an area you want a number to come from. So say I want to look like I come from Texas, which is what very popular with. Then all you do is reserve that number, subscribe to it, which is pennies, and you can use that USA phone number, but you can use it from any cell phone anywhere in the world. So I could use it and I would look like I was in the US, but they can use it from Africa and it looks like this, and they can use it on WhatsApp. I can't think of a good reason why this service exists other than for fraud.
Yeah.
I know it's marketing and things, but you know, it's not.
Right. And that's just, and this, man, you would think they would try to, but I guess they feel this is not an important, you know, issue. No. You know?
Far too much going on. And you see, as well, if they want to do anything about scams, it's not affecting their profits. You know, if they do this, it's the only thing that they decide to do something about is if it hits the profits. Now, if I was an advertiser, I wouldn't like to pitch my adverts to 20,000 medical surgeons in Yemen, which is probably they are on Melissa Hunter is Sophie in disguise, but I've just blown her disguise now. But yeah, she's the oldest Yahoo boy in America. She's a story unto herself. They just think she is one, so she's been around them, so they kick her out every now and again, but she's been around them so long, and she gets all the stories and gets all the things and brings them back to us. But it's such a huge problem, and I can't get my head around why the army isn't shouting about it.
And it happens to a lot, especially well, and I'll tell you a real quick story. When COVID actually hit, I remember I was a recruiter, and they wanted all of us to use social media. Now at the time, since we were still on for numbers, being during COVID time, you know, so we couldn't really like protect a lot of our stuff. So if you remember me, I was constantly putting out on social media, trying to, and I was booming. But then that's when the scam started hitting, and I got kicked out of my own account, you know. And I had people even write to me telling me, "Wow, you know, why would you you're a soldier. Why would you ask me for money? Or why would you ask me for food? Why would you ask me for this? I'm like, I didn't say anything. And that's when it kicked me out. And like I said, that's when you and your people came and got me what I needed, you know, took care of me.
We have contact. We have a human at Facebook, which is invaluable.
Yeah.
We did used to have a really good one, but but it's invaluable. We need that. We need that contact.
Absolutely.
Because we can do very little. But he still gets long lists from me every day, and we send about 3,000 a day, you know, and they take them.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I do lists in my sleep because I'm going to do them. But yeah, but it's the only lifeline a lot of people have, you know, and they feel better if they can report it and they can see the account go.
Sure, absolutely.
And you know, when we do these live chats, you sort of get adopted, really, because then as soon as anybody sees you anywhere, they'll send them to us, and it's really good.
Yeah.
You know, the people that do this feel as if it's the way they can fight back, because there's not much of a way you can fight back, really.
No.
You know?
Again, like I said, you have bots and they don't do anything, you know, so
And
kind of sad.
so so let us, you know, you are not in Afghanistan.
No, not I would many years ago. But no, I'm not in Afghanistan. I travel across the country, across the United States.
Yeah. I get. I think it's hilarious when they say, "Oh, I'm stuck in Afghanistan." Well, you must be.
No, not stuck in Afghanistan.
And where else have I had you? I've had you in North Korea. Did you know that? Did you enjoy it?
North Korea?
Yeah. Sense would prevail that you walking around Pyongyang might just stick out like a...
Oh, God.
But you know, anyway, whatever's the capital of North Korea, that's we do have a few, but you have been there. Not up a tree, Joe. Not on this one. The upper tree is a joke, because it was our funniest scam story that we ever had.
Wow.
And it was General Austin Scott Miller got stuck up a tree for 3 months. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was I'll tell you quickly.
Yeah.
When the Americans left Afghanistan, they left General Austin Scott Miller behind by accident.
Okay. Yeah.
And he had to flee. So he fled Kabul. And he hid up a tree for 3 months. It must have been a good tree, because his phone never ran out of battery. And I said to his victim that he needed $2,000 because he needed to send to Amazon to get a geography direction finder thing, so that he could find out where he was, so he could contact the US Army and they could come and rescue him. This is true. Every one of my ladies on here will confirm that this is a completely true story that we got from a victim. And so I said, so he wanted you to send 2,000. How was he going to get the money? He's up a tree. Oh, well, he's got an agent. Oh, okay then. That's clever, isn't it? So they're going to get this direction finder, but he's on the phone to you, so that could tell them where he was. Oh no, he needs this thing.
Wow.
I said, did you send the money? She said, yes.
It's a true story.
Then Sophie, everywhere, we've all lived on this story for a long time, because it proved to us what will be accepted. This I'm not making excuses for her. She was Eastern European. English was not her first language. But you know, if they're stuck up a tree for 3 months, we've been trying to find out what sort of tree you can plug your phone into for free. But yeah, wow, it's a good tree mail. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That is. I remember. But yeah, I mean, we do laugh, but we do cry a lot as well. But yeah, and it's just, what do we do about it?
I mean, again, like we said earlier, if someone hits you up, one, check. For some reason, I noticed a lot of the scammers, they put Bible verses.
Oh.
Let's be real. There's not really many people, even a very religious person, I can put a Bible verse up there. Also, the grammar. A lot of the grammar is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
And let's be real. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see the grammar is kind of don't make sense when you read it, it's not a right person. Okay.
And they start, I'm real bad.
Absolutely.
I'm in.
Thing I do, I actually, because I get a lot of friend requests. Oh, I saw you. Okay, whatever. Bye. What you do is you go in their little search. You see their who they're following and followers. What I do is I type in a Y, a U, or a W. Reason being is that, say for example, I put in a Y. I'm gonna find a Yukoba, some Ethiopian, Nigerian name,
yeah,
or some crazy Arabic name, or some crazy Russian name. There you go. A W, same thing. W. It's Waka Wika. I mean, I'm not making fun of names. Just saying, for example, and you can see they're following. So for a fact, if this person says, yeah, like Miss Ruth said, oh, from Texas, but yet they got tons of followers from Ethiopia, or tons of following from Ethiopia, or some random crazy country. Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
And very often, where you've got pictures on a profile, if you have a look at the picture, then have a look to see who's liked. They've still got the original likes in, because they'll take an older account and just change the pictures. So you've got like 47 Nigerians liking it, but you've got,
there you go. Right.
And
yes,
and just look, because I am aware that they'll get them straight onto WhatsApp or Google Chat, and I know it's to keep all the victims together. It's easier to scam, but I think it's also to get them away from the profile, so that they don't look too close. They don't look to how many other women might be on there. They don't look to see how many foreigners might be on there. And it's just, if we could shout from the rooftops that this is.
Yeah. But people are gonna keep going, how should we say, falling. The biggest one is gonna be, the very charming. Hello, baby. Hello. You look great today.
I would say that to me.
Yeah.
See, I like to get all, how dare you talk to me like that? You're 25 and I'm not. The idea that somebody of 25 to 30 is going to come to me, and I get them every single day. I've got 185 requests sat in my friend request box.
Wow.
I keep going, and that's reduced. I keep going through them and reporting them, and it comes down. But I'll get things like, hello, baby, you are so beautiful. I couldn't ask your profile picture. And I think, you're 45 years younger than me. 40 years, maybe. It wouldn't happen. And also, Caesar, now, if you went on Facebook today, a bit bored this evening, you got coffee, you were a bit bored, so you decided to go on Facebook. You weren't married, you're single, right? How many times do you go through and think, oh, she looks nice, I'll send her a message? How many times does anybody that you know, any of the men that you know, would go on Facebook or Instagram and randomly contact a woman and tell her she looked nice?
I mean, it depends on the individual, I guess. But no, it's not, it's just out of character. You're just not going to do it. Especially not.
It's not something that a normal person would do.
No. I mean, you would say hello, and that's about it. But you're not going to say, wow, you look great. How you doing? My name, no.
Or, hello, baby. And I think, look, using a sort of 25-year-old Marine.
Yeah.
And I think grandma would be very upset. It's just, it is a crazy world. And you've got to be in the world to understand it, because people from the outside just don't.
Yeah.
We see it all the time, every day. You do. You get, your poor wife gets dragged in. But people from the outside don't appreciate what it is, and it's got to change.
Yeah. But again, it starts with that person. you know, just don't be so trustworthy.
No, not ever. Not ever. Because I have a theory that, you know, people are so glued to their phones that everything that comes on that phone is free.
Yeah.
And they don't see it. If it comes on the phone, it's real. Oh, they all have an hi, my queen. Yeah, you see, they're all.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Hi, my queen. Hi, baby. Hi, my sweet. Yeah.
You know, it's just it just wouldn't happen, and yet it's accepted. You know, and when you get sort of, as I have this week, a marriage proposal from Prince Hamdan of Dubai. You know, I've got to seriously think about this because, you know, it's my life.
Wow.
Yes, Prince Hamdan of Dubai has fallen madly in love with me. He's been looking at the profile all the way through it, which is good because it's on private, nobody can see.
Yeah.
But he's been all the way through, and he just felt he had to stop and tell me. And would I consider being his new wife? I think his current wife might object to that.
And would you consider it? That's even the best part.
Oh, no. You killed me on the first night. That's no good. No.
Wow.
You know, it is a bad one. We've got to laugh about it, haven't we? Because we hear some, you know, working on the page as Misty. Go, Ruth, you want for nothing. Yes, this. In Misty, of course. Do they have? See, they're not allowed gin in Dubai, Misty. It'd be no good. No, it's a very sad for everybody. You know, we had Pierre, who was a Marine, and he's a great guy. He's a really, really good guy. And they stole a lot of pictures of him and his daughter because he dotes on his, you know.
Yeah.
And he sent us a picture of a woman, and he sent the registration plate of her car, and it, you know, she turned up at his door.
No.
His wife. She turned up at his door. She'd sent him about 40 grand.
Yeah.
Expecting to marry him.
What?
And it had all stopped. She'd found out where he lived.
Oh.
How? I know. She found out where he lived, and she came to the door.
Wow.
You know, I think what went through his mind was, I'm sending this picture in case she's crazy and got a gun or something, you know, but that's what, you know, things do.
Holy cow.
You know. Oh, right. So they will ask somebody saying they need to pay their electricity bills and their phone bills. Blooming stingy, the US Army, they pay for nothing.
No kidding.
Does it?
The electricity bill, phone bill. No, we get paid pretty well. Actually, so I'm gonna let you guys know. So if they're not married, they're actually living in the barracks, rent free. Right? They don't pay the electric bill. The Army does.
And
their phone. That's it.
And they get food.
Yeah. So they'll go and eat at the dining facility, free.
Yeah.
And just to let you guys know, the Army. So say like myself, the Army actually gives us money, extra money to pay for my house. So I have a 5-bedroom, and the Army pays for it.
Yeah.
That's not including my salary. It's separate.
Yeah.
So
well,
money from
my son's in the Navy. My Navy in this side of the pond. And he's very, very much the same. I know all the allowances that he gets.
Yeah.
And they want for nothing. And there's Pam. I had one that wanted Steam cards. Say, that's another story. I'll do another.
Is that the video game?
No, it is. But what they do is the clever ones have a special software where they can load them. They take them to loaders. So if you get a $400 Steam card or a $200 Steam card, they'll change it to $2,000.
Okay.
Or, you know, they'll be able to load onto it, so they change the amount onto it, and then they have a way of downloading it. But there's only special cards they can do that with. Okay. So that's why particular ones like Steam.
Okay.
You know, and so that's what they do. They make a fortune. You send them $200, they've got $2,000. So, you know, but yes, and you see the very thing that all these people know about, that come to us and you know, Steam cards. They're having a Steam card exchange conversation. You know, it's very sad that the only people who know about all this are the ones that actually send the Steam cards. You know.
Wow.
So I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to let you go.
Thank you, Mr. Ruth. Always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because, like I said, you've helped me out a lot, believe it or not. So
we like to fight for what we believe in. It's not just me. We are a tiny little army here, but we passionate, and we very passionate about what we do. And you know, scam haters is very, people say to us, oh, it's not right to have hate in the title. Why not? We hate them.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know. Yeah, I agree.
A woman's magazine in Canada called me and said I should change the name because it wasn't very nice. I should change the name, and I should use the reputation that the page had for setting up charities to help the young people in Nigeria. I answered her and I never heard back again. Yeah, that was perfectly true. I read it and I thought, what? But yeah, that was perfectly true. They don't like the hate bit in it. But it's, you know, if you can love and that's an acceptable emotion, the opposite of that is hate. So why not?
I think it's fine.
I do. You know, and also, you know, you can say to people, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't hate, you should forgive them. No. No, if you allow people to have a natural emotion, they can get over it quicker. They really can, because they're out there, you know. Then throw it away because they're not worth spoiling your life for. But yeah, but we fight. We fight here. It's what we do. We're very passionate about what we do. There might not be many of us, but we're very passionate about what we do. And we enjoy it, strangely. Oh, you're breaking up. No, we sort of do enjoy it, so we're weird.
No, thank you.
I will say good night. It's not quite good night for you.
No, it's evening time, so yes, it's good night.
Well, you know, it's coming up to midnight, and that's when, you know, the coach turns back into a pumpkin for me. So, so I am very grateful for you talking to me.
Same here. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And, you know, again, hey, just talk to Miss Ruth, talk to Miss Joe, talk to all of them at Scam Haters. Trust me, they'll square you guys away. All right? Thank you. We do our... So thank you very much, and we will talk again sometime. Same here. Thank you. Good evening. Bye, everybody. Bye, everyone.